time, very involved in her community, and worked on an online magazine for young Canadian girls, which basically presented role models from Canadian history. So it was a website called coolgirls.org, showcasing amazing women from Canada's past. And both Michael and Jennifer worked as youth consultants for Microsoft when they were 16, and this is when they met and started talking about the power of the internet for social change and the power of youth, the lack of space for youth to have an effective voice. So basically, actually I'm going to go back to the slide for half a second. You'll see that there's a picture of them rollerblading. This picture is taken in an alley in Toronto, but it's meant to simulate an experience that happened in Ottawa. Michael and Jen had attended a youth leadership conference. And after the conference, they were rollerblading around Parliament Hill and saying, we know youth want to do something, but they spend a lot of time online, but a lot of the time spent online is just for entertainment. So how do we bridge the two? And so they looked at some key global trends. So one being the revolution in information communication technologies, particularly with respect to social technology, Web 2.0 social networks, and also in terms of its widespread adoption by young people. They also looked at the demographic force of young people. In some countries in the world, 80% of the population is under the age of 30. So in a lot of African countries that have been devastated by HIV/AIDS and other diseases, youth are huge. Youth make up most of the population. And then they also looked at globalization and the fact that as a global society, we're facing problems that can't be addressed by any country together. So they looked at these three trends and they thought, okay, well, let's create a website where young people can connect with each other around the world to increase their sense of cross-cultural understanding, to realize really that we're not all that different and we're fighting a common fight, to learn about global issues and to see real-life examples of young people who are making a difference, to really instill a sense of leadership and a sense of belief that the young people can be effective creators of change. And so they started taking it global. They had an idea in 1999 that they presented at a conference, and someone said, oh, that's great, here's some money. And it just got rolling, and it's been rolling ever since, and now we have 260,000 members in every country worldwide. So we might not have as many members as Facebook, but it's a different kind of space. It's a space for young leaders, not for everyone. It's a space for people who are really dedicated to creating a better world, to network with one another, share ideas, inspire each other, etc. So we're led by youth. I am the oldest staff member, which is kind of funny to me because my last job I was the youngest staff member, so quite a reversal there. I turned 30 in March, and I'm allowed to stick around even though I'm leaving youth because I work mainly with educators, so I'm allowed to be a little bit older. But the average age of taking global is probably about 24, 25, so it's most people who've just left university. And we all work extremely, extremely hard because it's quite difficult to get funding for a social network. A lot of people with money are older and don't really understand how a social network can change the world. And empowered by technology. We really believe in the ability of technology to bring people together to share ideas, to realize their commonalities, etc. So our vision is basically to see young people actively engaged in building a more inclusive, sustainable, and peaceful world. Oh, there we go. So this is a look at our new and improved website. We launched the 6th version of our website December 16th.